I just want to sidetrack for a second.
Yeah, go ahead.
So speaking of like changing, right, in your 20s.
Are you about to roast me?
No, not
Okay,
you.
cool. Sometimes I can see in Jazz's eyes that she's about to roast me.
You're supposed to rap on my beat.
I'm supposed to rap?
Yeah.
Okay, go. Hey, listen, yo. Welcome to date night. Fuck, I'm choking.
Wow.
Wow, I choked.
Wow.
I didn't even try to rhyme anything.
You didn't.
I choked.
Everything rhymes with night. Might, spite,
Welcome to date night.
Fight.
Where we are gonna fight.
And
you gave me that too and I still fucked up.
Wow.
Welcome to date night episode 2. What's poppin'?
What's poppin'?
How do you feel right now?
Kind of bummed out, man.
You're bummed out?
Kobe Bryant passed away.
Yo.
I don't want to start the podcast like that, but I'm kind of sad.
Kobe Bryant passed away on Sunday. And yo, like, I'm not gonna lie, it kind of put like a bummer on my whole week. Like my whole week has been down. The day it happened, I was hyped because we just dropped a video literally 10 minutes before. And then we found out that it happened. And yo, I gave 0 fucks about the video that we just dropped.
Yeah.
And I was just thinking about Kobe all day, the next day, the following day. I'm like, I'm not gonna sit here and act like I'm the biggest Kobe Bryant fan in the world. But I grew up watching Kobe Bryant, man. Everyone knows Kobe. You throw something into a trash can, Kobe.
He was I wasn't like a diehard fan, but I like if somebody asked me who my favorite basketball player was, I would always say Kobe.
You would just go Kobe.
Yeah, like my dog's name is Kobe. Like we named him after Kobe Bryant. So it was just tough. He was such an inspiration because of everything he's been doing after I'm sure y'all have heard it before. So I just, it's just kind of sad. So rest in peace.
You can say your piece.
Kobe. I just feel like, I don't want to, he's just an inspiring man,
A big thing for me was like, besides the basketball and everything, his work ethic was insane.
That was the thing,
and he loved to compete and like he would always want to be the best. So he would work to be the best and he preached it. He's like, yo, talent is like one thing and you can have that. But like, if you don't work hard, talent doesn't mean shit. Yeah. And that was his like motto and that's our motto. And we preach that all the time. So like, fuck, man.
He has this quote. It's like, I don't feel sorry for lazy people because I can't remember what it was, but it was just like,
some like I can't relate to lazy people.
Yeah.
Or some shit like that. Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah.
I was like, yeah.
That's a fire
I feel
quote.
that.
Oh my God. And then like the fact that his daughter was also in the helicopter and she passed away and there's like 7 other people.
So sad.
It's insane. And they were going to a basketball game.
I know. But this is the worst way to start a podcast. I'm sorry, guys. Other than that, how have you been, Harjeet?
Other than that, yo, we're nominated for a Shorty Award.
Yeah.
And this is like such a polar opposite energy. Like we went from sad to excited. But yo, how do you feel getting recognized for one of the first times in our career?
It's a little crazy. So if you don't know what the Shorty Awards is, I feel like it's like the Grammys for not the Grammys, like the Oscars for internet world.
What's under Oscars? Because I would say Streamies maybe would be the Oscars.
Really?
I think Streamies is by YouTube now.
That's true.
So it's like,
I don't know. It's just it's a big thing for us because we've always kind of been the underdogs, and I feel like we never really got recognized. Like I don't even think YouTube itself like follows us on YouTube. Like we have like 2.2 million subscribers. And like, I know, it's just like our whole career has been kind of annoying because I just feel like we've always just been the underdogs and nobody takes us seriously. And we've never really been recognized outside of Canada. So it just feels great. I don't even know how we got nominated. The fact that our name was there, that was so crazy to me to see that. So whoever helped us get nominated. Thank you. I don't know how. We even asked our manager. We're like, "Did you do this?" And he's like, "No."
Yeah, like it came out of nowhere too. I found out because someone DM'd me on Instagram and was like, "Congratulations!" And I'm like, "For what?" And then he's like, "You got nominated for a Shorty." I'm like, "Shut the fuck up, we didn't."
That's crazy.
And I saw on Twitter we got nominated, and Fuck me.
Yeah, so if you want to vote for us, I think you just go to like shortyawards.com and we're like YouTube ensemble, right? Best YouTube ensemble.
Best YouTube ensemble.
So you can go vote for us there. Please help us. I hope we win. I hope we make it to the top 6. I hope something like it just.
We're gonna win.
We are gonna win.
We're gonna take
positive
this.
Vibes.
There are some giants in this category though, but like.
Yeah.
We're also giants, okay, Jazz?
Yes.
We are giants.
We're
going to take it. So make sure you vote. You can vote until February 21st, I believe. You can vote up to 3 times a day if you use your Twitter and Facebook. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Help us out. Let's get it. Let's get it.
Yeah, that was exciting news for January 2020. Just getting nominated. Great way to start the year. That was really cool.
It was really cool. And like January's just been good for us as well. Like in terms of like the work we've been doing and everything, and like the fact that we're setting goals and actually achieving them.
Yeah,
that's also great.
Crazy. We've just been on our grind, and I think we took like the last like 2 or 3 days off because we've just been kind of sad. But other than that, like I feel like January has been really good for us.
Yeah, I also just took in because like I was kind of sad like the last 2 days, but I didn't really connect it to Kobe, and I'm like that's probably why.
Yeah,
because every time I would go onto my phone and see something, it's just my energy would drop. So like
all of like Instagram and Twitter and everything is just like about that situation. So it was just like tough to see, but yeah.
And I don't get senti. I'm not the type of person, but like every time I saw like a certain video of him and his daughter, you know that feeling in your throat where you're like, yo, I'm about to like maybe shed like 1 or 2 tears.
Yeah.
It's hella sad. How do we get back to this?
I don't know.
we're trying to keep the spirits up. We're trying to, we're not trying to make you guys sad right now. Okay. So what do you want to talk about today? We have some stories.
We try to pick a topic for the podcast. So what was the topic we picked? I forgot already.
I think so we were watching this show called Succession.
Oh yeah.
Which is like
so good.
Would you put this in your like top 10?
Top 10 recommend. Go watch it. It's on HBO, right?
Oh, we watch it on Hulu.
Yeah.
But we have the HBO, so it could be HBO.
I'm not sure what it's on, but freaking phenomenal show. So good, so funny, shot so well.
Everything, the script, everything about the story, the characters.
It's
crazy.
So funny. And it's not even a comedy, but it's just so funny.
Don't sleep though, because like, remember when we watched it? I think it was the first 25, 30 minutes.
Yeah.
We stopped watching it.
We were like, it's a little too dramatic for us.
Yeah.
And then we're like, let's give it a try again because I think it won a bunch of awards. So we're like, let's give it a try.
Awards. It was on the cover of the Hollywood Reporter or something. I'm like, yo, it has to be good then, right? So then we gave it a second chance and bruh.
So good. Top 10 recommend. We just finished it. We binge watched it.
We binged it.
It took us about a month, but it was good.
But I think we watched like 11 episodes in the last 3 days.
Yeah. We took the last 3 days.
We were sad.
Let's not talk about it again.
But pretty much in Succession, there's a character that cheats on another character kind of thing.
Yes.
So we were like, yo, let's talk about like cheating and being unfaithful in relationships and all that stuff. And we have some stories that like we've seen, and we're gonna try to keep it DL because we're not trying to put people on blast and stuff.
But Jazz, boy, do we have some stories.
Jazz is not that great at like, toning down a story, but
I know.
I believe in you. You
can
start.
We can edit
stuff out. We can bleep stuff out.
Where do I start? Okay, let's start with like this one is about
it's about somebody.
We know this girl and we know this guy, and they had met.
Okay? We're not going to say where they met.
We're not going to say where they met. Because I feel like if anybody listens to this, they're going to be like, that story's about me. Guy, right?
Preface this with cheating is not okay.
Cheating is not
okay. Don't cheat.
Don't cheat. If you want to go sleep with other people, ask your boyfriend or girlfriend, but we'll talk about that later.
Let's quickly touch on our thoughts on cheating before we go into story time.
Okay.
Just to preface the whole topic. Cheating is not okay. If you cheat, you're a fucking scumbag.
Yes.
Or can a girl be a scumbag? I guess a girl can be a scumbag too.
Whoever you are, don't cheat. It's not cool. And that's all I'm going to say. It's not cool.
It's not cool. Just break up with the person.
Yeah. Break up with the person or be like, hey, can we have an open relationship? Can we both sleep with other people? Like, I don't know. Whatever it is, don't cheat.
I feel like you need to get it out of your system. The whole like seeing a bunch of people at some point in your life.
So yeah. So if you feel like you aren't there yet, if you feel like, oh, like I don't want to settle down, like I want to just like fool around or whatever, be like, hey, girlfriend or boyfriend, like, can we take a break? And I feel like most people would be understanding about that. And if they're not, then they definitely need to take a break. So
yeah, some people might like break the windows on your car or something, you know?
But, you know,
but like,
then maybe it's like good riddance.
But,
right?
But you're doing it for their sake as well.
Yeah.
Because you're like, I need to break up with you. Otherwise, I'm going to cheat on you. So
exactly.
Like, what do I do?
Yeah.
But back to the story. Jazz, keep it discreet. Let's go.
How can I say this without like, okay. Basically, we know this guy and we don't really know him. He's not really our friend. He's just like an acquaintance, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he is about to get married in about a month. And he was on vacation and on his like, I don't want to say it was his bachelor party, but maybe. He was just kind of enjoying life before marriage, I guess.
But the wedding was in a month.
But the wedding was a month away.
I want to emphasize this point.
And so he ended up like fooling around. No, he ended up sleeping with this girl. And she's like fully aware that he's about to get married. He's fully aware that he's about to get married. And they still sleep with each other and they still like fool around, and he still got married a month later.
And now he's married.
And that's freaking crazy to me.
That's insane. Like, I don't understand how you can do that and then just go back and get married and then continue on like nothing happened.
If y'all are doing that, don't do it.
It's not right. Like, I just think about the wife or the fiance at that time. I'm like, yo, like, this girl's probably thinking about you like, yo, my fiance is in wherever he is and he's, you know, chilling with the boys, kicking it, they're having a great time, and then we're going to get married in a month. Yo, it's going to be sick. No, his dick is in somebody right now.
It's so weird. And I don't want to like, this is not like a gossip, you know, episode. Like we're not like talking shit about people, but it's just, I feel like it was like a great story to tell because I feel like people our age are about to get married and like they're about to settle down. And it's like a lot of people have been with their boyfriend or girlfriend or significant other. I'm seeing a lot of like long relationships. Like every time I meet someone, I'm like, how long have you been with your boyfriend or girlfriend? They're like, oh, like 8 years, 6 years, lengthy. 10 years, like lengthy years. And I mean, like, me and Harji have been dating for 5 years. 5
years. It feels like a month because I'm having a great time, you know.
So cute.
But continue.
Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, when I was before Harji, like, I hooked up with guys. Like,
yeah, and same on this end. Like, I hooked up with a bunch of girls.
Yeah.
But that's like out of my system now. I feel like you need that.
And I have no desire to ever hook up with like anyone else ever again.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's because I got it out of my system. And it's like so understandable that you wanna, you know, you wanna like see what's out there. You wanna get something different, especially in bed. Like you wanna do something different. And when you're stuck in a relationship, it's hard, you know, especially when you start that relationship really young. And so I get it, but
I also don't get it though.
Like I get it, but like I get that everybody needs to do that, but tell your significant other. Like don't lie.
Not at the expense of another human being though.
Yeah.
Right.
So like that's what I'm saying. I'm like, you need to do it eventually.
Yeah.
But don't like if you missed your chance when you were single, you gotta break up with that person or like have an agreement with your significant other or do something so you don't cheat.
I don't understand why people think they need to be in a relationship. You know, I feel like that's where it comes from. And there's certain people that feel like they always just need to be in a relationship. And then that's where the cheating comes because they're afraid to be alone. So they're like, yo, I'm not going to break up with this person because then I'm alone.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to go fuck around over here a little bit. And then I'll just go back to this person because they love me. But that's so fucked up. And then like, how can you cheat and then go back to the person and be like, yo, I love you? You don't love them. You don't love them.
It's so strange to me. You don't need to be in a relationship. And I think it's like so important to be single for like, especially in your 20s, maybe even your 30s for like a period of time just to get to know yourself, you know, like, but even if you don't go hook up with other people, I feel like it's so important to like learn about yourself because it's hard to grow as a person if you're growing with somebody else. And like me and Harjeet, I feel like I grew since we've met. But I feel like I definitely feel like I'm lucky in terms of who I found because you were very understanding of me like trying to figure myself out and like going through all these transitions and like trying to like figure out like my mental health stuff, and like that's hard to find. It's hard to find somebody that's like understanding, that's like patient. And so I think that it's so important to be single and just take that time to learn about yourself and like grow, you know?
Yeah, because if you don't understand yourself, then there's no point of even being in a relationship, because like this is a cheesy line, like how can you love someone else when you don't love yourself?
Yeah.
You know?
But it's so true.
It's cheesy, but it's true. Yeah. A lot of the cheesy shit is always true though.
Also, like you find someone, right? And you're in a relationship. But then, like, let's just say a year later, 2 years later, you start growing. Or, like, maybe 5 years later, you start growing and you're turning into somebody else. That might be hard for your partner to be like, wait, this is not the person I wanted to date. You know what I mean? I think it's just, like, it's important to either find someone who's willing to, like, let you grow with them.
I get what you're saying. Yeah. People do change over time, over like a time period. Like if you start going out with someone at 20 and then you're with them until you're 25, they're completely different in that time frame, unless this person just doesn't grow. Yeah, you know, which is also like a problem, I think.
I just want to sidetrack for a second.
Yeah, go ahead.
So speaking of like changing, right, in your 20s.
Are you about to roast me?
No, not you.
Cool. Sometimes I can see in Jazz's eyes that she's about to roast me. But okay, cool. Continue.
Not you. So like, over the Christmas break, we went back home, right? We met up with somebody that I haven't seen in like probably like 3 or 4 years. But I haven't really, like I've seen them, but I haven't really talked to them in probably 5 years. Like it's been 5 years since I've properly talked to this person. And I was like hanging out with them and they were like asking me questions and telling me things that I would have done 5 years ago, you know? Like, I think like 5 years ago, I was like, oh, I want to interview people. I want to be a journalist. Cause I was like, what, 23? Like, I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life. And then he was like, oh, like, why aren't you doing what you wanted to do? Like, why aren't you doing... You know who I'm talking about?
Okay, cool.
It took you a minute.
It took me a minute. Okay, cool. Continue.
They were like, why aren't, like, you said you wanted to like interview people. You said you wanted to do this. And I was like, yo, that was 5 years ago. Like, A, times change. B, people change. People grow. I realized that, hey, I love acting and I love comedy, and those are like my two loves. And I love being my own boss, and I love doing this. And I love YouTube. Like, I love what me and Harjeet have grown into doing, and I love my career. Some people, like, they talk to you like 5 or 6 years ago and they're like, well, why aren't you doing like what you always dreamt of? People change and people grow, and I feel like that should be the name of this episode. Is like, people fucking change, and that's okay.
People grow, right?
Yeah.
It happens a lot though. Like, people put their like what they believe onto you as if you're supposed to believe that thing too. For example, this person has their set beliefs on what they see for themselves. And then they think, okay, these are my beliefs. Everyone needs to have these beliefs. Yeah. You know? Since I've been chasing this thing for however many years and I've always wanted this person's not allowed to change and do something completely different. And like, I feel like a lot of people do that. And like, that's not how everyone operates though. Like, people change passions, people change what they want to do. And you gotta allow them, you know?
Exactly.
I'm fucking mad passionate today about this whole topic. I'm hyped. I'm so excited. I don't know why. This topic...
Anyways, don't fucking cheat, okay?
In particular, cheating? You're wild, man. You're wild. I don't like it. And we see it though. A lot.
And also, like I know some people change some people cheat because their partner changed, and maybe they're like falling out of love, but they feel comfortable with that person. I think it's just like if you are one of those people where you're like, like I like this guy at work or I like this girl at work, but like, you know, I think I'm more in love with or I am more in like or whatever with this person at work than I am with my significant other. I think it's okay to reevaluate your life and it's okay to break up with somebody whether you're like 15, 25, 35, 40. Like it's okay. You don't have to be with somebody forever, you know? Like people change, people grow, and you just got to accept that, hey, this person was in my life. They taught me all these things. It's fucking great. But now we can move on and maybe be in other people's lives. And I think that's okay to understand. And I think that's okay to learn. And I think that's not as accepted as people might think. So this is me telling you that it's okay. You can break up with somebody and it's fine.
Pretty much what Jazz is saying right now is that if this is you and this is touching you in a certain way,
yeah,
break up with the person you're going out with, man.
Yes.
Don't be a dick. Be a good human being and break up with the person. Go figure out who you are. And then when you come back and you're like, yo, I still love this person and they still love you back and they're still available, then you get back with them. Okay? Because if you cheat on them first and then you end up breaking up, chances are you won't get back with them anyways.
Yeah.
So like, you know, be a good person.
Be a good person.
That's what this podcast should be called.
Yeah.
Be a good person. Brackets, people grow and change.
Yes.
Brackets, don't be a dickhead.
I believe the word was scumbag.
Scumbag, dickhead. I could go on. I try to keep it PG, but I could go there.
Yeah, cheating is not okay.
How do you feel about being the person that they cheat with? So not cheating, but the person that's cheating, they are using you to cheat. I don't know even how to phrase the sentence, but I'm pretty sure
I get what you're saying.
You guys understand what I'm saying.
Like being the other girl
you're
or
not
the other
cheater,
guy.
but you're the cheatee.
Yeah, you know, it's like the girl who knew that guy was getting married in a month, but still hooked up with him.
Mm-hmm.
I think me and you have opposing ideologies on this, but I think that's not okay. I think like there's a girl code, there's a guy code. And if I knew that this guy had a girlfriend, I'd be like, fuck no, deal with that shit first and then come at me, you know? And then if I found out after, I will more than likely attempt to tell the girl that, hey, this is what happened.
That's how you feel.
That's how I feel.
Okay, that's how I feel about this. Right? Okay. Let me tell you how I feel. So I've been this person before that like girl was with guy, came to me. I was like, yo, what's good? I'm single, whatever. So I've been this person and I think.
So you knew that she was with somebody else?
100% aware of this. But I had no idea who either of them were.
Really?
For some reason, I don't think that's wrong. As long as you don't know these people, right? So you have no like connection with these people. So it's like, yo, whatever. And also, you don't do it over and over and over again. Like, you don't start dating this girl that also has this guy.
Yeah. I get it, but I still think like I personally wouldn't. You know what I mean? Like I would be like,
no, I get you. Yeah.
I would. I just feel like why would I want to hook up with somebody that's like this, you know?
But like, you're not marrying them.
I know.
But like, say you're at like a club, right?
Yeah.
And you're jamming. The purpose of you being here is to hook up with somebody. That's like mainly why people go to clubs, right?
Yeah.
And then this girl comes up to you and she's like, yo, let's hook up. By the way, I have a boyfriend. I don't give a fuck. Then we hook up.
Really?
And then I move on with my life.
Wow.
You know?
I would be like, hell no. Hey, I don't want to get my face punched, you know?
Your face punched.
I don't want some girl coming at me with, you know, a knife. But also, I just think I don't know. I just feel like I would feel so bad.
No, I get you. I understand.
Yeah.
But like, yo, in my world, that's a you problem. That's not a me problem.
That's such a Harji thing to say.
That's a you problem.
I hear Harji saying that all the time. That's a you problem.
That's nothing to do with me. But I'm genuinely like a great person, I think.
Yeah, you
like,
are.
Morally, I'm great. But like, I feel like that's like a little gray area for me.
Yeah.
Obviously, I wouldn't do that now.
Yeah.
But back when you're like 18, 19, 20, 21, it's like.
Dude, I had some like crazy stories. I remember I went to a party once and I I was like newly single and I had just gotten cheated on. So I was just like in my fuck guys, like fuck this, like I just want to hook up or like whatever phase, you know what I mean? And then so I'm like at a Halloween party and then me and this guy got dared to kiss each other, right?
Okay.
And this guy's single. And we already talked, right? And like he's like, "Oh yeah, like I came here with this girl, but she's like she has a boyfriend and like whatever, right? But like she's like she just invited me to come with her and I drove, blah blah blah." And I'm like, "Okay, cool." And so we got like dared to kiss or something. So we kissed. And the girl walks in, the girl he came with.
As you're kissing?
As we're kissing. Not his girlfriend though.
It's like a movie.
And I don't know if I ever told you, did I ever tell you the story?
No, this is brand new to me.
Oh my God. Okay. So she started freaking out on me. She started yelling, calling me all sorts of names. And I was like, wait, what? I'm like, I had asked him like a million times if he was single and he said, yeah. And also like everyone dared us to do it. And I was like trying to explain to her, she went like literally batshit crazy, would not stop yelling at me. Told everybody at the party that I was a slut, but thankfully, like mostly everyone was on my side. And then my best friend, Jessica, you know Jessica, right? And this is so funny because like I want you to picture her doing this. She went up to this girl and they've been friends for like ever, right?
So Jessica and this other girl.
They've been friends for like, they've been on and off friends. Like, but this girl's like batshit crazy.
They know each other.
Yeah, they know each other.
You guys don't?
Me and
you know of her?
I've met her like a couple of times, like one or two times, right? But like I was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Honestly, he told me you had a boyfriend and like whatever. And she's like, yeah, I do have a boyfriend. And I'm like, so then why are you getting mad at me? But I was like, look, I'm sorry. Like I didn't know, like whatever. I'm apologizing. I'm being such a sweetheart to her. And she is like literally yelling at me, about to punch me in the face. Jessica goes up to her and starts yelling at her and like cusses her out and was like, I never want to see you again. Like, leave. It wasn't even Jessica's house. And Jessica was like, leave here. Like, you're not welcome here. And she left. And it was just like, I was like, this is so funny.
That's insane.
But that was crazy. And I'm like, I'm never dealing with that again. And then I actually have so many of these stories. So I'm not a slut, guys.
She was having a phase, man.
I was having a phase in my 20s. It was like 6 months and I just went kind of crazy, okay?
My phase was like 2 years. Like, it's fine.
There was a lot of clubbing.
Everyone has a little phase, man.
This was like 6 years ago, okay?
But before you go into your story, how do you feel about person getting cheated on and getting mad at the person that's like not even... That just can we establish a word for the person?
We're
gonna call
the accomplice.
The accomplice, okay.
Yes.
So say you're the accomplice.
Okay.
And the person getting cheated on with is mad at you. How do you feel about that?
It depends on the situation. If I was at a party and I hooked up with like my friend's boyfriend and I know they're dating and I know both of them, whatever. I would give complete permission for my friend to punch me in the face.
Okay, yeah, 100%,
you know what I mean?
100%.
Like that, I understand.
100%.
But I feel like if you don't know the girl or the guy, and if you don't, and especially if they didn't know that they were even dating, like I just feel like that you should be mad at your significant other.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%. If I hooked up with my boy's girlfriend, he can stab me. Perfectly warranted to stab me in the face.
Yes.
100%. If I don't know them though, I mean,
then it's like then I understand. That's a you problem. You guys figure it out.
That's a you problem.
I'm a piece out.
That's a you problem.
See you later.
Don't talk to me about that. Come on.
Okay, wait. I had another story.
I think you're about to go into Wild Wings.
Oh, yeah.
Is that where you were going?
I was gonna do another story, but I'll do the Wild Wings.
How many stories you have?
I have so many stories.
I have one story. It's very simple.
Okay.
Club, girl is with guy. She walks away from guy, comes to me. We start making out.
Oh no.
They get into a huge fight.
Oh no.
I quietly exit the scene.
Oh no.
That's my only story.
Really?
But nothing happened to me. So I'm
good.
chilling. But I did get her number though. You already know. Still have it. No, I actually don't have it still. Just tell her to not text me today.
Oh yeah. So I used to work at Wild Wings and I was a bartender, server, whatever, right? I'm gonna give you guys the PG version of this story.
There is no PG version.
There's a PG version, okay?
Okay, cool.
And what happened was we were closing and then there were these two guys and they were in the bar. And then it was literally just me and the chef. And the chef was like, hey, I gotta go. Can you close up? And I'm like, all right, sick. They don't want any more food. They just want drinks anyway. So I'll just stay until they're done. And so the one guy leaves. I have no idea where the fuck he goes, but he's like gone. And so it's just like me and this other guy. And I'm like, okay, like let's whatever. And we're like flirting.
They probably planned that.
And yeah, definitely.
He's like, yo, bounce.
And
I want to hook up with this girl, fam.
He's like buying me shots and we're drinking a little bit.
Is he buying you shots or are you just pouring them and not charging him?
I charge him for like half the shots.
Okay, cool.
And
so he's drinking your inventory.
Yeah, basically. And then we start like, making out and stuff. And yeah.
And it stopped right there.
Nothing else happened. And so after we're done, kissing.
On the cheeks.
On the cheek.
Just cheek kisses, gentle kisses.
Yeah. I was like, okay, well, like, can you walk me out? Because to lock the door at Wild Wings, you have to go from the back door, basically.
So you lock it from the inside, bounce to the back.
Yeah, bounce to the back door. So I was like, I have to walk all the way around. It's like 3:00 in the morning. Can you just walk me to my car? And he's like, okay, cool. So he's like walking to my car, and then a car pulls up, and it's 3:00 in the morning in this like deserted parking lot. And this car there's a woman in the car, and he's like, oh, I gotta go. That's my ride. And I'm like, okay. And then he like gets in the car and I'm like, that was weird. And I get into my car, I like start it, and the car pulls up beside me. And this woman who is like batshit crazy makes me like roll down my window, and I roll it down. And she's like, did you fucking know that he was married and blah, blah, blah. And like, why would you do that? And I'm like, I don't know. He didn't say anything to me.
He didn't tell me.
And honestly, this guy had no ring, told me he was single, told me all these stories about like how him and his boy were just like hanging out, whatever. This guy, though, calls Wild Wings the week after and starts calling like almost every day and keeps asking for me. And I'm like, no, tell him I don't even work here anymore. And I think he tried to come in once and I just like hid in the back until he left.
Oh, my God.
And I made like the chef go and talk to him and be like, oh, like, hey, like you're not welcome here anymore.
You're not welcome here.
Yeah.
Leave now.
Leave.
Pull the Jessica. I like it.
Yeah, a lot of people have my back telling people they're not welcome here anymore. So that was interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that was a situation where I probably wouldn't have told her that because I didn't want to get stabbed in the face.
Yeah,
so, 100%. But like, I have another story.
Another one?
Another story about the
barbershop.
The barbershop.
How many?
What barber? Oh, no, that's a cheating story.
Okay, cool.
Oh, wait. Yeah, I got cheated on.
Jesus. Should I just leave?
This is a jazz show. Okay, the other story is really quick. So I went to a club when I was like 20 years old or something. And I met the guy. What's those guys called that like get you into the club?
The promoter.
The promoter.
Yeah.
He was like buying me and all my friends drinks or whatever. And we like hit it off and like we just like kissed a little bit or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But then I like added him
on the cheek though.
On the cheek though.
Yeah.
And then like I got his number, and then the next day he was like texting me and he was like telling me to come over and stuff. And I was like, let me like look up this guy.
Oh fuck.
I look him up. I think it was like Facebook or Instagram. I don't even know if Instagram was like Instagram existed. Sorry. I looked him up on Instagram, and this guy freaking had a girlfriend, and she was like all over his Instagram.
Jeez.
And then I messaged her and I was like, hey.
You snitched.
I snitched. And I was like, hey, by the way, I was at the club last night and your boyfriend like started kissing me or whatever, and he has my number. He's been texting me, thought I would look him up on Instagram, and like this is what happened. Just FYI, did not know he had a girlfriend, but like I think you should, check your man. And
Jeez.
I think she just said thank you. I've gotten a lot of those messages. And so I don't know like how she dealt with it. Like I'm sure they're not together anymore, but
they might still be.
That was my good deed I like told.
That's
him.
insane. Yeah. She's gotten messages like that.
Maybe it was like in the past 2 weeks, so maybe she's like, yeah, I'm like dealing with it, or I don't know.
Some people like
are okay with it.
They're cool.
Yeah.
Like not cool as an open relationship, but they're like,
don't tell me.
The person says sorry, and then they go, okay,
that's okay.
He's not gonna do it ever again. 2 weeks later, does it again.
He's
oh my
gonna
god,
do
I'm
it
so
again.
sorry. I'm gonna change. Same thing. They're probably married. Who knows? People are crazy.
People are nuts.
But Jazz, you got cheated on. How'd it go? I know this story. It's a top 5 story.
I told this story so many times.
But keep it brief. It's so funny.
I know. And it's so fucked up too, but
it's fucked up, but it's funny.
So I was dating this guy and like we were like not in love. Yeah, I guess we were in love. We were like, you know, we talked about marriage kind of thing. Like this is like whatever. Like I used to sleep over at his house. Yeah, it's serious.
It's a serious thing.
And it was like coming to our 1-year anniversary. And I was like already a little like I had some questions, you know, like in my head.
You were suspicious
from the beginning of the relationship. Like I'm like, oh, like I feel like he like text, like, you know, those guys that just like they lock their phones and they like flip it over and stuff like that. He did a lot of that.
Sometimes I do it out of habit. Like say I'm here and I'm just like, okay, cool, and I put it like that. In my mind, I think, yo, does Jazz think I'm cheating on her? Like,
oh, I would never think that.
So then I flip it back over. Like, in case you want to see.
That like never crosses my mind.
It's just Danny. Okay, it's just Danny. I swear to God. But continue.
What was I saying? Oh yeah, so
you guys are in love.
Whatever. I have a little bit of suspicion, and like he was like texting some girls, and I like asked him about it, but like they were just like his friends, so it was fine. And I've actually like met some of these girls, so like it was like whatever, right? And then it was getting close to our 1-year anniversary, and he had just went back to school. I like to say I'm like one of those girls that like I push people to follow their dreams. And so he had he was working for the city. He was making a lot of money. And then he was like, he always used to say, I really want to be a firefighter. And I convinced him to go to firefighting school. I was like, you know, you're young once, just do it, go to school, become a firefighter if it's your dream.
And then he set your relationship on fire.
He did set our relationship on fire.
But random like side note here.
Yeah.
I feel like girls just make guys better in general.
Yeah, it's true.
They do.
Most girls, yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Some girls are fucking crazy.
Yeah.
But like in general, guys kind of just suck.
I feel like relationships in general, like
just make both ends better.
Yeah. If you're in a good relationship, I feel like you build each other up.
Yeah, but I feel like girls kind of like get guys to do grown up shit. You know, they teach them like, yo, this is what you're supposed to do in this situation. And like, you gotta wash the dishes like a normal human being. You gotta do your taxes. Like normal adult shit. I feel like girls teach guys that. I
think it's because girls get stressed out more. So I feel like because I feel like I know so many guys that are just so chill.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they're like, oh, like whatever, it'll happen. It'll get done. It's cool. I'm sure it has something to do with our hormones or something, but we get stressed out a little bit more. So we're a little more organized and we're a little more like, we got to get this done. And so I guess it makes sense.
Because also like, for example, I've been trying to get popping on YouTube for years. I've had like 4 channels before our channel now.
Yeah.
YouTube TV if you're not subscribed. But what would happen is I would make like 4 or 5 videos. People would love them. Like, yo, we love you. You're so funny. Make more videos. And then I would randomly just get uninspired and just delete the whole channel.
Yeah.
And like you stop that from happening.
I would never let you do that.
You know what I'm trying to say? Like maybe like 4 or 5 videos in, I was like, I'm bored. I'm going to delete this now. But since you were there, I didn't do that. So like that's just another way where like I feel like you helped.
That's true. You're welcome, you know?
Yo, thank you for giving me a career, Jazz. You do everything.
Back to my cheating story. Where was I, guys?
So he was about to set your relationship on fire.
He went to firefighting school, right? And so in his class, there was like mostly guys, but like there were some girls. And I guess he wasn't used to getting, like he was like really built or whatever.
Kind of like me.
And yeah. And he wasn't, I guess, used to getting like the attention because like he worked with mostly guys. And so he was getting a lot of attention from the girls. And so I basically had my suspicions about him and this one girl. And then I saw text messages. And I asked him about it. And he was like, oh, it's just a joke. Because it was like a text message between him and a guy. And it was, oh, look, like, haha, so-and-so likes you, whatever. Like, you better hit that. And he was like, oh, you know I'm about to hit that or whatever.
About to hit that, what do you mean?
I don't know. And I was like, what the fuck is this? And he's like, oh, we're just joking. Obviously, I'm not going to do anything.
Mm-hmm.
And then, obviously, that was like a big red flag for me. So I like, kept my eyes and ears open. I like, whatever. And then I was at the barber shop with him and he's like, oh, hold on my stuff. And I'm like, cool. I'm holding his wallet, his like whatever, his phone. And then I'm like holding his phone and all I see is like text messages come up and it's like, can't wait to see you tonight. You're coming to my party, right? Like whatever. Like, it was just like all these messages from her saying like, let's fuck, I don't know. I don't know how to say it. And then my heart just like sank. And then I left him at the barbershop and I drove him there. I gave him his phone back and then I drove away.
And then what happened, Jazz?
And then
Let me tell you guys what happened. Okay. Jazz goes back to the barbershop, picks him up and drops him home.
I felt bad.
Jazz, man.
I was like, how is he gonna get home?
Come on.
So then I went back and I picked him up and then we broke up that day.
You're so kind.
Yeah.
How far did you get in your drive?
I got
to the first stop sign?
No, you know what? I got not far, but basically he called me and he's like, hey, where are you? And I'm like, I'm coming back. I'll be there in a second.
Oh my God, man. Jazz.
But you know what? We broke up and a couple years later I found Harji and I wouldn't have broken up with him had I not known. So yeah.
You already know.
Everything happens for a reason.
Everything works out. Okay? In life, everything works out.
Facts.
I feel like if you just keep that in your mind, words of wisdom brought to you by me. But yo.
Oh yeah, also, that was the same year my mom died. So I got cheated on and my mom died in the same year.
That's fucked up, man.
That's fucked up.
What was his name?
Like his name was Dave, okay?
Fuck you, Dave.
Fuck you, Dave.
Fuck you, you piece of shit.
You couldn't have cheated on me the next year? I'm already having a tough year.
Yeah.
Like fuck.
Fucking hell, man. I automatically hate all Daves now. All Daves, fuck you. I'm joking if you're a Dave. But moral of the story, don't cheat.
Don't cheat.
If you feel like cheating, break up with your significant other and then hook up with people.
Yes.
Okay? That's it.
Yeah.
Simple. It's very simple. And grow, learn about yourself, love yourself, figure yourself out, figure out what you like, and then find someone that you like. That's it.
I found Harji.
And I found Jazz. All right? And there you go. That was Date Night episode 2. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you comment on what you like about the podcast, what you don't like about the podcast. If you're watching it on YouTube, hit the like button. Jazz, anything you want to say?
Vote for us.
Vote for us to win the goddamn
Shorty Awards.
Award for Best YouTube Ensemble. We're going to get nominated for Best Podcast next year, I heard. I heard through the grapevine that, we're 2 episodes in and we're already pretty good at this,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
That's what I heard.
And yeah, if you are listening on the podcast app on your iPhone or Spotify, subscribe, rate this podcast 5 stars. If you're the freaking homie, and if you're not a Dave, okay, make sure you hit the 5-star. Anything else?
Also, share this with anyone you know who is about to cheat, who's thinking about cheating, or who has cheated, or who isn't just in a bad relationship, or in any relationship, because it might help them.
Yeah. Or
so share this to
with
everyone.
Everyone, pretty much.
Share it. All right.
Share it.
I need to pee.
Same.
So
I need more coffee, man.
Harji is addicted to coffee, guys.
I love the taste of coffee, man. Decaf, I drink decaf now because I love the taste and I don't want to get a heart attack by drinking only coffee. Why are we still talking to
I don't know. Goodbye, guys.
Peace
Thank
out.
you guys so much for watching and listening. See you guys next week.
Fuck you, Dave.
Peace.